not scheduled for discussion on the agenda. Comments should be limited to issues and items germane to the business of the governing body. The commission will not discuss or debate these items, nor will the commission make decisions on these items presented during this time. Members of the public will be limited to 3 minutes for their comments. Is there any public comment of agenda nature?
You listen to what your police got you into. This is an officer calling his buddy to talk about that arrest you guys orchestrated.
Yeah.
I should have cued Doug better, but this is likely. Oh, a lot of.
You really do know if it's a lawful order. If you're talking to a judge and judge saying, yeah. Sure, but you can interpret things. I don't disagree. Don't disagree. But I think that would block any civil suit. I know.
Don't really often, you don't have any more.
I could vote.
You mind getting the post, Craig?
Yeah.
You guys, you were dumb.
Yeah, the time.
Boy,
Man.
that's your own police officers. Oh, that sharing is fucking responsibility. Ain't that something? You're talking shit on you.
See, I'm October 2nd, court date.
Just following orders. Just following orders. I think that's where I'm going to stop that recording, because I've been coming in here for 3 fucking years talking about your Nazi bullshit, and you just heard a cop say it. All I did was write the citation. I did nothing. You guys are pieces of shit. Every fucking one of you.
Thanks. So, Michael. Please step up.
Hi, Sarah Norman, 66044. I just wanted to loop back to the 700 New Hampshire, Rhode Island project to make a few more points, because 3 minutes is pretty quick. I found it pretty unbelievable that the one person supposedly who received the notice of the project was a city employee, and they weren't here to show proof or speak. This was step one, or misstep one of the process. Every other step moving forward should not have occurred. City commissioners and Warner noted on matters related to the HRC process. There, I believe, was mention of an HRC appeal. This info was not once offered to us as neighbors. After the HRC meeting in May, we received an email from Lynn Zollner stating, "The site plan is under evaluation. You can request to be notified when the review is complete and the planning director has made a determination. You can appeal the planning director's determination to the city commission." We were never advised that the HRC decision could be appealed. And if that was possible, that was negligence by Lynn Zollner. She was the one who sent us that email. As I said, this did not meet city code. Required studies did not occur. I asked for copies of the waiver approvals 5 times. The first 3 requests were ignored. On the 4th one, I was told the person didn't know how to get the information. On the 5th one, I was told I would need to submit a records request, which I promptly did. Curiously, I received the requested info at 7:33 p.m. tonight, during this meeting, after this project had been approved. So frustrating to say the least. In my letter, I brought up entire point of codes that weren't followed. Maybe they weren't in our appeal, but the info was given to you, but I couldn't touch on everything in 3 minutes. Unlike the endless time that the architect and planner were given. You guys didn't even take pause to investigate the codes that were not met. This is so disheartening. You're rubber stamping a project where codes were absolutely not followed. Commissioners and appropriate city officials who aren't here anymore, including Brandon, who I had asked directly for a meeting, I'm so disappointed in you and your ability to uphold city code. This proposal did not meet code. I appreciate you all and your time. I want to say that, but you aren't serving the people, and I would like to see consistencies in your actions. Thank you.
Sir.
Hey, Patrick Ross, 66049. Just a quick update to the community who jams out on these Lawrence, Kansas Times, YouTube public comment portions. Update to you all about the New Boston Crossing situation. There was an LJ World article today written by Chad Lawhorn. It updates the community on the fact that there is an amendment to the previously approved plat for the New Boston Crossing. There will be a lacrosse stadium down by the wetlands, in addition to apparently 22 other buildings on that property south of K10, east of Highway 59. And there's going to be a whole golf course driveway. There's going to be pickleball courts and restaurants and a lot of concrete and impervious services. So if all you folks are interested in voicing your opinion against this egregious development that has countless legal and nonsensical structures that are holding it up, I believe the Planning Commission will be hearing this plan in October. So tell all of your friends, spread the word, because we're going to need a lot of help to stop it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patrick. Any other public comment in the room?
Hello, David Baston. I know we were briefly discussing the calls on the fire and medical. I know the medical, I think you had stated there were like 12,000 calls and 3,000 or 2,000 some calls for the fire. But what's not stated in those are that when a lot of the time when the ambulance is called or for a medical, fire goes with them. So I don't know if you realize that or not, but I just did want to just throw that in there. And then as far as suggesting the fees on the transit, I know when all the grants, none of the grants were for fare free. The taxes that we pay when that were approved, that wasn't part of, it wasn't stated that it was for fare free. And then as a legislative body, you can charge fees and you can allocate it to whoever you want to, wherever you want it to, through your actions as a body. So unless I'm just totally lost, which I don't quite think so, but I may be just throwing that out there. That's one more way that you need to look into to help with the budget. And appreciate your time. Thank you.
Okay.
Aaron Payton. I couldn't make the earlier public comment, so I just want to say that one way to deal with budget issues is to not spend as much money as quickly as you are. And I know it's already been said, but 355 million in 3 years is a lot, considering the most that had been spent previously was 60 million in a year. So I do think that it's okay to say, hey, we want to do these projects for the city to make our city better in the future, thinking of the future. But I think that it's hard to do that much change that fast and do it well. And you have things that come up that you don't plan on. So I just want to encourage you guys to maybe spend less on the big projects that fast. Do that, spread it out over time. So thank you. And I feel for Sarah, because I watched that process unfold, and I've been out of town or unable to attend the meetings when that's happened, and that's really unfortunate. So I've watched that happen as I've engaged with the city in the past, and it does not feel good as a resident to have be put in a situation where you're not actually being listened to or being given like a fair shake. So because the developers can come up and propose or do things at a level that is not accessible by the standard citizen. So I really think that citizens ought to be, the weight should be given to people in their public comment about their worries, because I think that project could go forward if it was done differently. And the fact is that if we slow things like that down a little bit, we can try to get to a better project. So yeah, that's it. Thanks, sir. But just okay.
Hello, Melinda Ball, 66046. Sort of tying a bunch of things together here. The conversations around the 7th in New Hampshire project really was almost deja vu in a lot of ways around the New Boston Crossing project that I've been following for almost 2 years actually at this point. So, and to that note, as Patrick mentioned, the LJ World article that came out today with this new vision of this plot of land, I guess some could say it is fine, it's better, but I argue that maybe not so much. It's still in floodplain, still adds quite a bit of impervious surface, and as I alluded to earlier, it truly is a big concern of mine that we discount our geographic location, our topography. We have 2 major rivers that we have, and it's great. It's an asset that we have. Floodplains are also that asset, and subverting code, subverting due process around those that want to bring light to the fact that code wasn't followed is really messed up. And it has gave me a lot of concern around the local government and how you all listen or don't listen, or who you do listen to and who you don't listen to. And it's really, it's difficult. I have 2 jobs. I work at KU, I have to have a second job, and I'm doing this also. So it's a lot of my life, a lot of time. And again, as I said earlier, around our fire emergency response, it's not a matter of if, but when we have a huge flood. Texas, I mean, that's a great example. Like all those people that died. I mean, it's a reality that we have. So, thank you.
that's it in the room. Anybody online?
Yes. Not sure what's going on. I'm trying to get him moved over, but what happened? There we go. Oh, he declined to be promoted as a panelist. So I think that's all the comments.
Nobody else?
No, it was just Chris, but I've tried to invite. He hasn't accepted it
Yeah,
twice
he
now.
must have.
So
Rescinded his desire to speak
Yeah.
again. Okay. If that's it, then is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Finkelstein, second by Littlejohn. All in favor, say aye. Those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Stomach's growing.